long ball to go to Harrison like last time he got picked. Here he's going long, and a man wide open. It's Wayne at the 15. He walks in. 53 yards for the touchdown.
How about that? Peyton Manning buying just a little extra time in the pocket. Hit up the field to stop the runs.
From the 43, Thomas Jones dancing around into the secondary inside the 40. Being chased down by Bethea, and he does, in fact, drag him down at the 5. 52 yards. Plus the tight end, Clark. 3rd and goal. Grossman in the pocket, fires, and the ball is caught by Muhammad for the touchdown. Like they have the Bears defenders on their heels. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to split through, and again driving in for the touchdown. It's Dominique Rhodes. 21 and a first. Grossman. Look out here, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Hayden. And Hayden still running inside the 20, and Hayden may run it back all the way. He does! Kelvin Hayden.
Chicago has been trying. He should play better now.
The action fake, and airing it out deep. Looking for Berrien, and he's intercepted by Bob Sanders. Boy, did he close in a hurry. Sanders racing down that sideline and ducks under at the 40 of Chicago. You thought they were going to be able to get to Bernard Berrien. Janitorial staff, grounds crew, they're all here to see the Colts of Indianapolis win Super Bowl 41.
Shorten the game. I mean, that was pretty short. Maroney right side. Touchdown, New England. Manning throws. It's tipped into the air and intercepted by Ellis Hobbs. Ahmad Bradshaw forces him out. And that is the first interception thrown since Eli Manning threw an interception to Ellis Hobbs. And great protection up front. Strahan was coming off the edge, but because there was no inside push, he could step up and deliver the ball. 20 seconds left in the half, and the ball's knocked loose. Strahan was in there, Tuck was in there, and Umanura's fighting for the football. And the Giants take over. Third down and 7. Good jump off the line by Strahan, who gets the sack. Boy, he came flying off the ball. 15 of 21 in this category during the regular season. 1 for 1 in the postseason. Brady goes to the end zone for Gaffney, and the Giants take over. So New England got another chance. But so did this Giants defense. The penalty on Blackstreet. Super Bowl 9, Pittsburgh and Minnesota, 9 points. Manning over the middle, pass is caught. Kevin Boss tripped up at the 35 by Harrison. Well, they had it in 3. Play action over the middle, touchdown Giants. David Tyree. Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet. Airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree. Inside the 25 and a timeout taken. 3rd down and 11. Manning to the sideline, completes. And Steve Smith is out of bounds right at the marker.
Now Steve Smith doing a great.
Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York. Defense, 5 sacks. The Giants have won the Super Bowl. Down there in the middle of all that is Pam Oliver.
Now on 2nd down, you can see they have 3 wide receivers.
Play fake. Roethlisberger rolls. First pass to Ward. And Hines Ward, with that knee, and Andrea discussed all that went on, got wide open and gets forced out of bounds by Roderick Hood after a gain of Williams' eyesight. 3rd and goal. Russell puts his head down. Does he get into the end zone? He does. Touchdown. The Steelers dreamed of playing in the Super Bowl with the Steelers. He plays against the Steelers. A ton of time. Warner surveys, throws, and he hits Anquan Bolden, who's inside the 10, and he gets taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, sooner or later, Bolden and Fitzgerald had not caught a single pass. It took 20 minutes, but here it is for 45 yards. Ran away from McFadden. Hightower is the back, and Warner, as he's been prone to do recently, starts to stumble, and then the pass is caught in the end zone by Ben Patrick, the tight end. Kurt Warner in every postseason game has been getting tangled up with his offensive lineman, but that time he's able to maintain. Boy, 2nd down and 4 from the 22-yard line. Ben protected well, but then has that deflected and intercepted at the 33-yard line. Carlos Dansby with the deflection and the pick.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Carlos Dansby being very.
Prior to the pass, personal foul, grasping the face mask. Offense number 74. The foul occurred during the last time down. The touchdown counts.
Unbelievable.
Anything deep because those 2 safeties are not letting you get deep.
2nd and 4, and underneath, the pass goes to J.J. Arrington, their 3rd down back. So Arrington hasn't played that much until now. Was bothered by a tweak. Out of Richmond is the running back. And it's going to be a fade for Fitzgerald, who's going to go up and make the catch for the touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald and his father, like a true journalist, no cheering in the. Ben.
Well, they could take the safety here, too.
Out of the gun, Roethlisberger is going to throw over the middle, and the pass is going to be caught by Holmes at the 21-yard line. Santonio Holmes gets inside Rogers Cromartie, and a flag is down.
Holding offense number 62.
Ooh, that's a safety.
The foul occurred in the end zone.
Safety.
Safety.
Wow! Justin Hartwig is the center, so instead of Holmes maybe securing second and 10. Warner has time. Fitzgerald into Steeler territory. 30, 20, 10. Arizona has the lead. Get a 52, 53-yard boot, second down and 6. Rushing 5. Ben pumps, throws, caught. Holmes. Francisco falls down. Holmes is going to take it inside the 10, and he's going to get to the 5-yard line. With 49 seconds, and Roethlisberger trying to get up to the line of scrimmage, but they will take a timeout. A timeout with and Holmes are both lined up to the right side. Miller slot left. Washington outside left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Holmes.
Unbelievable.
Incredible. The official comes in. Let's just make sure he's in on a play like this. 3 receivers to the right. Warner stepping up, buying time, under pressure, trying to sling it away. Was the arm coming forward? That's Lamar Woodley who got there, and Lamar Woodley creates the fumble and a Pittsburgh recovery with 5 seconds left. Brett Kiesel recovered it. Warner buying time, trying to find room, flags on the field. 6 Super Bowls.
They're in tight, and they go up middle, and a guy is free again. In fact, Rick's another tackle. He's inside the 30 and down to the 22. Joseph Adai racing into Saints territory. He signals to all the players, and he says the Saints make a lot of mistakes that way. A third down play. Manning's going to the end zone, and the ball is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Pierre Garçon.
Run that play.
And I'm sure this is it right here. This is that occasion he talked to us about. And it's a running play with Pierre Thomas, and no, he is denied by the Colts defense. Gary Brackett the first to get to him.
How about the speed to the football?
Eric Foster also.
It was a clever play call. I expected him to try to throw it to the multiple receiver side. Try to run it in, and look at all those pictures you see him looking at every time he comes off the field.
Onside kick to start the second half, and the ball bounces off the hands of a Colt, and it looks like the Saints had it for a second.
It came out of the hands of the Saint player too. I don't know if he got it back. Boy, you're talking about not afraid. Sean Payton, he said big games, you got to make tough decisions.
Both teams still certain they have it. Right off that Saints sideline. Now in the red zone at the Indianapolis 16. Set up screen to Thomas. Inside the 10. Thomas weaving up the 5, and he's in. And the Saints have taken the lead at the Super Bowl.
How about that? Not much success, but here in the second half already we've seen New Orleans get frees outside the pocket. Hard to do against the...
Peyton, the Clark. How did that ball get there? Absolutely where it had to be. There were Saints all over it. Goes for 26.
Well, it was just a terrific job.
A guy spins twice and is in for the touchdown. The Manning family celebrates. Indianapolis answers back to the Saints in a hurry.
How about that drive? Really just one terrific throw by Peyton Manning on the run to Dallas Clark.
Against the Dolphins back in 2001. It's 51 yards. Stover. And the kick is wide left. Then they're this exact spot on the field, down even closer in the second quarter. Second and goal. This time they got the catch and the touchdown. Jeremy Shockey has a Super Bowl catch and a score, and the Saints have the lead.
And they'll go for 2 right here.
How about Jeremy Shockey? He was on injured reserve 2 years ago during that magnificent Giant.
I would not blitz him. I would put the extra guys in coverage.
Picked off. Look out. Gets past Manning. And it's Tracy Porter taking it all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans.
What was I saying? Don't blitz. Well, they seem.
Now going down the field. Conley brings it in at the 30. Austin, and the ball's out at the end, but they're ruling him down. Down at the 30. And that'll take it to the 2-minute warning. They will to get it across. 4th and goal. Manning. Incomplete. The Saints are going to do it. Tried to hit Reggie Wayne. A franchise that was born 8 months after the first Super Bowl game. They struggled for years. They have been the full embodiment of their community. A sign of hope. To the Saints, they sought respect. And I tell you, Mardi Gras is about to break out here in Miami.
Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, touchdown, Green Bay. Wallace picked off. Nick Collins. Nick Collins on the return inside the 10. Leaps for the touchdown. Jerry Jones aims for a Super Bowl record here tonight. 2nd down and 11. Over the middle. Dangerous pass picked off. Intercepted by Jared Bush. A collision with Mike Wallace, and Jared Bush comes away with it. approaching the 2-minute warning here in Arlington. Over the middle, caught, touchdown, Greg Jennings.
Because of all the blitz pressures and things you're going to see.
Clay Matthews right at the line of scrimmage. Here he comes. Flozell Adams blocks him. And the pass is caught. Antoine Randall to the 40. 37 yards and a good start to this drive for the Steelers.
Well, Sam Shields, he came underneath it. If he had just stayed back in coverage.
From the 8. Back in the end zone, Ward, touchdown.
I'm not sure any of that was designed, Joe. Hines Ward comes off the ball. Looked like he was just kind of slow playing it a little bit. Was going to try to take the middle of the field and saw
16-yard run to set up 1st and goal at the 8. Mendenhall back in the game and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Talked about it earlier in the game, Joe. Chris Kemoatu, the left guard.
2nd and 2 as we start the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh with the ball down by 4. Mendenhall, loss of football. Picked up by Bishop. Matthews and Pickett combined on the tackle to knock it out. And it's the 3rd Steeler turnover of Super Bowl. Blitz coming off the edge. Packers pick it up. There's Nelson. 1st down. Inside the 20. Gets a block. Polamalu knocks him out of bounds near the 1. Takes it back to the 8. Rodgers looking left, comes to his right. Jennings! Touchdown! To a one-possession game. Blitz again. Floated for Wallace. What a throw! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Third down and 10. Rodgers over the middle. What a throw, Jennings! And a huge completion on 3rd and 10. 31. Back. A lot of contact. This ball is incomplete, but it was a 4th down pass, and Green Bay will take over. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. There was contact at the top of the route, but no flag was thrown.
There sure was, Joe, and Mike Wallace was looking around for a flag, and I might be with him. It looked to me like the
Barty Trophy is coming home.
time before he gets hit deep downfield, and the pass is incomplete, and that's Justin Tuck who got there late and knocks him down. Pass is still 40 yards downfield.
That penalty results.
Yeah. He's in the end zone.
Again, New England getting guys in a little bit late defensively. 3.5 to go in the quarter. Second down and goal. Play clock all the way down to 0, and the pass in the end zone is open and caught by Victor Cruz for a touchdown. Very unpatriot-like to three. They can't get a first down without getting a touchdown, and Brady in the gun. Brady moving and looking and has time and then throws, and that is caught for a touchdown by Woodhead. Tom Brady had all that time, and Brady telling us the other day, he said, I'm tired of hearing about the Giants' pass rush. I've got the best offensive line in football. That may be an overstatement, but they really looked like one on that play.
And on that play, I think it was Jason Pierre-Paul. Control roll on him now, going to try and jam him off the line of scrimmage.
Second and a deuce, and over the middle, getting free. Touchdown, Hernandez.
Can't do that. Can't leave a linebacker on Aaron Hernandez. All those runs have set this up.
A good night, 6 catches and a touchdown. Here's Brady, and Brady for the moment avoids the sack, slips away, he's going to launch and feed, and it's going to be intercepted by Chase Blackburn. The linebacker is all the way down the field. That play is over at the 8-yard line, but you got Brady throwing it all the way down the field. You had Gronkowski all the way down the field as the receiver, and Chase Blackburn, a linebacker who is teaching school. 222 yards. 4-man rush. Eli throwing into traffic on the sideline, and a catch by Manningham. Along the sideline, they're going to spot the ball at the 50. Manning chewing up the clock, already in field goal range. Here comes the blitz. He gets it away, and is caught by Nix, and he picks the ball to the 18-yard line, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Great. Second and goal. And Bradshaw, and he wanted to stop. He wanted to stop, and he gets into the end zone. That's exactly what New England was doing. They were letting him go into the end zone, and Bradshaw had such a big hole, and he's trying to fall down at the 1-yard line, but at least he gets into the end zone. And at the end of this sequence, Mary here from the 49. Brady, barring a defensive foul, the game ends here to the end zone. Hernandez is there, tipped and batted. Gronkowski can't get it. Incomplete. And the New York Giants, given last rites by many in December, are the Super Bowl champs in February.
Rob Gronkowski came close. Eli Manning has done it again. What an incredible year by Eli Manning.
First and 10 from the San Francisco 39. Flacco leaves it open man. He's got Smith. Torrey Smith with the catch.
That's the time 4.
From the 13, Flacco, end zone bound, touchdown! Anquan Bolden! Touchdown, Baltimore! They pick up now 3 first downs on this drive. And Kaepernick down the middle of the field. He's upset about it. Incompletion. Sets up 3rd and 7. Running away from Brooks. Fires it down. It's caught somehow by Bolden, who starts jawing with Culliver on the catch. Flacco escapes, heaves it down the field, and picks up 31.
Well, Joe Flacco does move after he hands it off. He takes a couple steps. You can still hit him.
On 1st down, it's James trying to go wide. Ball is out, and it's fallen on by Jones. Right over by that Baltimore bench. Are they going to say they already whistled him down?
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Baltimore.
About 3 extra pounds to get himself and get ready for it.
1st down, Flacco. Is a long ball coming? No. It lands and it's caught. Gibson caught it on the rebound. Bobbled it for a moment and has 23. Joe Flacco. Baltimore trying to take it to the end zone for the 2nd time. It's a play action fake to Rice. Flacco hit it for the touchdown. Touchdown Baltimore. First down, Kaepernick in the drop back. Gonna throw it. Middle of the field, and he's intercepted by Reed. Reed has just tied a postseason record for most interceptions as the New Orleans native has the pick, and a flag is out. And 10. Flacco heaves it down the field. Open, and Jones catches it down as fast as he can get it. Jones makes the shift. Jones to the end zone, and he's in for the score. What a play by Jacoby Jones.
What a call from the sideline.
On 2nd and 10, they pick up the blitz, and Kaepernick down the field, caught by Walker. And they rule he was down. I didn't see him touched. Not sure he was touched.
But when you take away the interception, Jim, he has thrown the football awesome.
From the 31. And Kaepernick again. Zips it in there. Crabtree still on his feet, and in for the touchdown. Bounced off of 2 hits. And the Niners find the end zone for the first time tonight.
Another good throw, just powers the football in the
49ers, huge in the NFC title game.
Now you look for the quarterback run.
It's Gore running right side, and Gore has the edge and the touchdown, San Francisco.
What a block by Delaney Walker.
Yeah, Mike Yupati also. Second and 7. As it goes to Rice. Ball's out. Ball is out and fallen on by Brown. Rice, who had 1 fumble all regular season, now has his 3rd in the postseason. Right between Ed Reed and Bernard Pollard.
Well, you know when you know a leader and they rally around him.
2nd and 7. As Kaepernick is got shot, taken away. Inside the 10, Cody's in for the touchdown. Wow, did he get there in a hurry? no doubt. I think he'll... 1:50 to play, and 4th and goal. Walks it in the air. No flag. Incomplete. Coach Jim wants a holding call, but he doesn't get it. I thought he might call timeout. It looked like the blitz was. The Ravens just said, we're going to make you beat. By Trenton Holiday. And he booms this one. That takes the clear-cut free kick out of play. And it's him. Again to the 40. Stays deep. Deflected. And the Ravens have won it. 34-31. The Super Bowl belongs to Baltimore. Owner Steve Bisciotti with his head coach.
It's snapped over the head of Peyton Manning. A flag is down and the ball's out of the back of the end zone. It's a safety to start this game. And in motion. They get it to him. He gets a block on the edge. Welcome back, Percy Harvin. And he's out of bounds with a big play on 2nd down. Harvin started the play in the backfield. Wilson's going to float it. Baldwin downfield. What a throw. What a catch. 1st and goal. Now 3rd down and 7. They're coming after Manning. Pass is too high and picked by Chancellor. Intercepted by Cam Chancellor with Julius Thomas the intended target. Lynch again. He's in for the touchdown. Manning gets hit. Ball up for grabs. Picked up by Smith. Malcolm Smith. All alone. No flags. Touchdown, Seattle. Turned for 58 yards in his one regular season game against his former team, the Vikings, and they just pop it up. Good kick by Prater on a hop. It's Harvin, but now he takes off, and Percy Harvin gets free. Percy Harvin inside the 30. He's going to go. Touchdown, Seattle. From the 44, Manning protected, pass, caught, Demaryius Thomas, ball out, picked up by Seattle, recovered by Malcolm Smith after it was knocked out by Maxwell. To get out of the pocket, this hit 7 different receivers, and now Kurtz, what a catch, touchdown, unbelievable, Jermaine Kurtz. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Pass is caught for the touchdown. Demaryius Thomas. Still playing with a tremendous bigger body that Wilson likes to throw to. Big target. Here's Baldwin, smaller target, and he ducks in for the touchdown. Should be it. Dominant performance across the board. Pete Carroll, the Seattle Seahawks, winding their way. 15 seconds away officially. And the first world championship in franchise history. as they win it here at MetLife Stadium, 43-8. The Seahawks are world champs.
Because his quickness creates real problems.
They've had the ball 7.5 minutes, half the quarter, 3rd and 6. Brady dancing, and it is picked at the 5-yard line. Jeremy Lane still on the run, tripped up. Pete Carroll right there to salute him. So the drive ends on a 3rd and 6 as Lane picks it off. Next play run by New England. Seattle has run 8. Brady protected again, throws, caught on the run by Edelman. He'll take the ball to about the 10-yard line. Julian Edelman gets free over the middle. Times reporting as eligible against Indianapolis. 2nd and 9. Brady throws, caught, LaFell, touchdown. Brandon LaFell from Carolina to New England as a free agent makes the catch, and New England strikes first.
When anybody says negative things about them, but here's their moment. This is when they're going to have to win the game, and Luke Wilson needs to help as well.
The fake. Wilson, who's got a great arm, downfield, turning and making the catch. Twisting and turning is Chris Matthews. 3rd and 2 from the 3. Wilson to Lynch. Touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, who led the league in touchdowns this season, with 17. 13 on the ground. It's all set up
right now that they have.
Meanwhile, you have Sherman. You can see him. He's in the slot. And Brady's going to throw deep down the right side for Gronkowski and a touchdown. And the earthquake spike. So you've got the linebacker. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson throwing, and then it'll be caught, and that'll set him up for a field goal with a flag here. Colonel Lockett makes the catch, but it's the first time we've had a flag in the secondary. Block. He's got to get rid of it in a hurry. And he does, and it's caught! Touchdown! Chris Matthews! How crazy.
The Seahawks are a team that want to come out and pound the football, and so far that's exactly what's happening.
As they did against Green Bay. Now they run play action. Wilson going deep, and it's caught again! Chris Matthews! Can you believe what's going on? This is a guy working at a Foot Locker store. When the Seahawks called him and said, come on and try out, he had to tell his boss, let me get out of... Bolden is now the running back. Haven't seen him. Fake to him, and then the pass is incomplete. Brady tossing it over the middle, pressure put on by Bennett. Was anybody in the area?
He was definitely under pressure again. Mike's no big deal.
2nd and goal. Play fake. Little lob. Wide open. Touchdown. Doug Baldwin. After the Wagner interception, 6 plays, 50 yards, flag went down. There'll be a celebration penalty, which will be assessed on the kickoff.
That football, and he said absolutely not. He could not have been more emphatic.
3rd and 14, and Brady's going to step up, fire over the middle, and it is taken by Edelman. And Edelman was not down. Even though hit by Chancellor, they're going to say that his knee touched, but the officials are going to...
For a wide receiver on the goal line.
Blunt is back in. The fake to him. Brady dances, throws, and it will be caught. Amendola for the touchdown. So New England goes from a 2nd and 18 after the first play on this drive He goes 68, staying away from him. Much as Aaron Rodgers did on opening night. Brady hit as he throws, caught by Gronkowski. And the big bull takes it to the 32-yard line. Brady caught, touchdown, Julian Edelman.
Came back to it, Al. It came right back to it.
The empty backfield. Wilson down the sideline. Lynch makes the catch. And he'll get tackled by Jamie Collins, but that's a big gain, taking us to the 2-minute warning.
Brilliant speed, so Ryan has to be careful.
Russell in the pocket. Russell for Curse, and that's broken up again. And is it, but somehow, did he wind up with a football?
I think Butler hit it, and it fell right back down to the ground.
A half a minute. 2nd and goal. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made the phenomenal play that wound up in Purse's arms. There are flags on the field for a celebration. Amazing. Butler, a rookie free agent out of West Alabama. Sunshine right now in Foxborough and all over New England. And after the wackiest lead-up to a Super Bowl ever, the New England Patriots are the NFL champions.
Give him room, guys. Give him room. Give him room.
Caldwell, who enters the game. 3rd and 4. Peyton dropping back even deeper, and now releases. He's got an open target and a first down on the Carolina side of the field. It's Caldwell with the catch and a gain of 22 with a flag. Tolbert is in. He's on a wing to the right. And the Panthers have a 3rd and 10. Here comes pressure, and they've gotten to him. The ball is out in the end zone, and it's recovered by Malik Jackson for the touchdown. It was Vaughn Miller with the strip sack, and Jackson with the recovery. Nobody opened down the field fast enough in Vaughn Miller. Both Stewart and Tolbert in the backfield. 1st and goal. It's Stewart. For the Carolina touchdown.
That'll give confidence, that drive, to this Carolina offense. A couple Cam Newton runs, a tremendous play call by Mike Shula with the unbalanced line in the
edge, and they lost their footing too on their way to try to get to Cam. Portman had bodies around him. He hits the deck, no flash. And Norwood, he is not tackled yet. Gets past Dixon. Gets to the 50. He's running down the sideline. And is tackled from behind. Addison brings him down. But Jordan Norwood in traffic somehow got away from the pen.
Or that some after that first half. The speed of Denver's defense overwhelming Cam Newton.
Here's 2nd and 10, and down the middle, he's got Ginn, who's got speed, and he is out of bounds at the 35 of the Broncos. Ted Ginn with his first catch of the night, and it's a big one for 45 yards. 2nd and 10. Down the middle, and it is intercepted by T.J. Ward. Went through the hands again, and he fumbles it. Picked up by Trevathan, who had a recovery in the first half. Trevathan has the football. Probably things turn around. He comes in, week 17, provided the spark.
3rd and 14. Ball's out of his hand. And it's recovered by Carolina, it looked like, at midfield. Again, it was Ely, who's had an active game, who knocked it out of Manning's hand. Tony Ely, 94, went around Ryan Harris. He's done it from both sides. He beat Schofield earlier. This time he beat Ryan Harris.
Game. Gano. And the kick is good. 3rd and 9. Rushing forward, ball comes out of the hands of Newton. It's on the ground and still on the ground. Picked up by T.J. Ward at the 4-yard line. Vaughn Miller did it again. He knocked it out of the hands of Newton. Saw that it was a defensive holding call and not DPI, defensive pass interference. 1st and goal. And Anderson right back in, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. .12 margin. Peyton's done his for Peyton. And the Denver Broncos have taken Super Bowl 50.